So in the last video, we talked about the ownership mindset, how it plays out and how important it is for you to get your strength and physique outcomes, and also elsewhere in your life if you want to take it into that sphere as well. Today's video, we're going to introduce you to the strategies that we use that when we slip into that deflective mindset, that we get back to ownership really, really quickly. It's not realistic that we can stay in an ownership mindset all the time because it is so much easier to be deflective and just blame something else and push it away and not take responsibility. So what we need is a tool that when that happens, we can get back as fast as we can. So the slowest delay in our progress, the slowest disruption to our mindset, that we can move ahead and get those better results. So we have a little method that we've put together. It's called our deflect, ask, answer, and own method. So the first thing we need to do with deflect is identify how you're deflecting ownership right now. So listen to what you're talking to yourself, what you're saying to yourself, what's happening, what's going on, and just identify like, okay, I'm actually deflecting right now and I'm not taking responsibility for the situation. Then you need to ask why, because you can't really solve this without really knowing what's going on. So when we answer that why, and be really honest, like a hollow answer isn't going to really help you get past it and be able to take that responsibility and move forwards with outcomes. So be really honest about how you're feeling and why you're really trying to avoid ownership. And the last thing is, how do we flip that initial deflective thought into an ownership thought? Now, eventually you'll be able to do this on the fly. Maybe right now it's in a journal or something like that, but being able to use this structure will be really beneficial to you be able to get your outcomes. So let's have a think about what might be an example. So something like a deflection mindset might be like, oh, the results are too slow. So then we need to ask, well, why is my ego stepping in here? Why am I trying to push this away? It's too slow, it's the coach's fault, or I'm somehow metabolically special and things aren't working for me. Answer, I'd rather blame either the system, the coach, my metabolism, whatever it is, rather than actually not completing my KPIs. So my ownership is like, I need to tidy up my sleep and my tracking. And I'll ask my coach if there's anything else I can do to speed things up. Maybe your results are actually great and it's in your head that it's too slow and you just need a little course correction. Or maybe it's those couple of biscuits that you don't track or that hour of sleep that you miss because you're on your phone or whatever it is that's really adding up to you not making the progress. Again, it might not be your fault. It is still your responsibility to ask the questions of the coach and of yourself to make sure you maximize those outcomes. So what we've done for you guys is actually create a little workshop for you that you can go and complete this as an exercise. We've got a link there, and the link to the blog is in the comments below, just to give you a little bit deeper of understanding. So what you're going to do in this exercise is basically go through where you're being really great at ownership and where you're being not so great at ownership. So we ask a couple of questions and then prompt you with what are some things that you would say that are ownership based, what are some things that you can say that are deflective based, things that you're doing currently right now, examples of how you're executing that. So for example, my nutrition adherence is my responsibility is one of the headings. Ownership would be, I understand that I'm busy this week, so I'll plan ahead and spend time doing meal prep. Other ownership, my trainer gave me these tools and build the diet that can be flexible so it will still work. My friends have different goals than I do, therefore I cannot behave the same way as them. All right, so we can't go blaming our friends. Deflective, the opposite of all of those. I'm too busy to eat well this week, then it's being organized is just too hard. My trainer should have given me a specific diet and a meal plan to follow. My friends made me go off plan and I ate and drank the wrong things. You can see how all of those are deflective mindsets that we can then plug into our system of the deflect, ask, answer, and own. So make sure you go check out the blog, complete this exercise and just see where you are. And then on a day-to-day basis, have a sit down and think about where am I being deflective with my training, my nutrition, and the other things that count towards my outcomes. If you want to take this another step forward, a really, really great book for this is Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink. It's available on Audible. We like it about 1.25 speed. It's quite easy to digest. If you get the hard copy, it's actually got exercises inside it, more like what we've done to test your ability to move it from a deflective mindset into an ownership mindset. So it's a really, really useful book, really easy to consume. So we recommend we jump on that. Also, of course, STCfit Podcast episode 19 will give you heaps of information about how we approach mindset. So combining the growth that we've talked about in our videos, the ownership, and then goal setting, values, and clarity to create this untouchable, this bulletproof mindset that allows you to just keep on getting those results If we all just did the shit that we said we were going to do, we'd probably be a lot further along than what we are right now. So that's a really big part of being successful. And having the right mindset helps achieve that. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.